Hello, Indian View. It's Saturday. We won't be gathering tomorrow in church, but I will be providing a sermon tomorrow through this avenue. It'll be uploaded around 9 or 10 Sunday morning. Get together with your family, sit around the computer or your phone and listen to the sermon. It won't be one of my traditional 40-minute sermons. It will be much shorter, but I promise it'll be a blessing to you, so be on the lookout for that. Yesterday I didn't upload a video. It was pretty crazy in my life, just like it's crazy in your life. We've got some really serious things going on in the world with the coronavirus, COVID-19. But then also there's some really serious things going on in our church community. We have some that are dealing with relationship issues, some that are dealing with cancer, someone in our church had a heart procedure this week. We have people dealing with stuff on their jobs and in their families and in their finances, just real stuff. And so just continue praying for one another. We're not gathering together. I miss that. I know that you miss it as well, but we still are a community of believers, so please continue to pray for one another and support one another. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions. I just want to challenge you, really. Um, you know, I think our faith really proves to be faith when we can continue worshiping God, when we continue praying, exercising spiritual disciplines, when we can continue serving, when life isn't as we want it to be. When we get the diagnosis from the doctor, when the bills pile up and the money isn't there, when relationships are tense and things are not the way we want them to be, when we experience loss in our life and pain and grief. It's in all of those times that I think our faith is tested the most. Are you and I going to continue to serve God and be faithful to God in the midst of pain, in the midst of uncertainty, in the midst of loss? Are you and I going to continue singing? Are we going to continue giving and serving and worshiping? Are we going to continue having that same passion for the Lord even when life hurts? I mean, anybody can be faithful when things are going good. Anybody can be faith-filled when everything's going great in life. But how about when things are not going good? How about when things are at their worst, when you're sitting on the ground and you're weeping tears because you don't have answers? How about when you're watching a loved one suffer? Can you still praise God? Can you still serve God? If everything you have known gets lost, are you able to still walk with God? See, I really believe that is where our faith reveals itself. You and I could say all day that we love God and we're committed to living for God, but how about when your life falls apart? Are you able then to say that still? That your faith is everything? That Jesus Christ is everything? That you will go to the grave, your very last breath will be whispering the name of God on it? Can you say that? Can I say that? See, I think that question has to be asked. And if we can't affirmatively say that no matter what I face, I will always live for God, then our faith really isn't what we thought it was, is it? I tell my kids, I've told them this since they were, since they could talk. I look them in the eye and I ask them this: will you promise me something? Sure, Dad. And then I tell them, you promise me that no matter what you face, you will always love Jesus Christ. And they look back and they say, yes, Dad, of course. They don't know how hard life is going to get. they don't know that they're going to experience pain and loss and grief. They don't know that. But what I'm trying to convince them is that no matter what they face, nothing is worth giving up your walk with God. So the world is crazy right now. And some of your individual lives, you've got stuff going on. You've got real stuff going on. I just want to encourage you. Nothing matters but loving God and living for God. And if you can continue to do that in the midst of whatever you've got going on, I believe that we're going to hear the Lord speak to us one day. Well done. You were a good and faithful servant. I want to love God in the midst of life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's do that together. Let's serve God together. Let's walk with God together. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon.